Hello, and welcome to Growth and Revival in the Christian Church. My name is Dr. Eddie Stepp, and I'll be your professor this semester as we journey through 2,000 years of church history and think about how Christianity has grown, how the church has spread into such an amazing worldwide presence, and how that has happened through the years. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Excited to get to know you even through this online environment. And that's one of the reasons why I've put together a couple of introductory videos here at the beginning of the class. One sort of a get to know your professor, just so you'll know that I'm not a nameless, faceless person who just happens to be behind this class, but I'm a real life person who loves what I do and enjoys getting to know my students as best as I can. So that'll be part one of the video. Part two of the introductory videos will be a little more dealing with course content and some issues related to the syllabus. As far as to get to know me, a couple of things I just wanted to share so that you'll know where I'm coming from a little bit, and so you can get to know me just a little bit better, and then I'll ask you to do the same. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. This is my 11th year of teaching at Gardner-Webb. I teach primarily in the areas of Christian history and Christian missions and world religions. I love what I do. I love the interaction that I have with my students, and I'm looking forward to our time together this semester as well. Most of my growing up was in Texas, down on the beach in Corpus Christi. Went to college and seminary and then did PhD work all in Texas as well, getting my PhD from Baylor University in 1999, and have been in North Carolina again for the past 11 years. What do I like to do outside of class? I thought I would give you a small glimpse into my life so that you know that I don't just spend all my time on the computer doing online classes or am in the classroom all the time. I do have a little bit of a life outside of the classroom. And so a brief, very brief overview of just I hesitate to call them highlights, but a couple of things about me that might help you get to know me just a little bit better. Hang on, don't move. One of the things that I like to do is involved in music, and if you can't see that was really, yep, there it is. That was really a piano, really me playing. Music has been a part of my life for a long time. I love to play the piano. I own a guitar. I own a saxophone. Play them less regularly. I own some harmonicas and a djembe, and I don't know. Music has just been a big part of my life, not only playing, but listening to music. I grew up on 70s and 80s classic rock. Don't tell anybody, but I would like to think my tastes have matured over the years. Love contemporary worship music. My tastes have mellowed a little more in recent years, I think it's safe to say. One of the main places that I use the music is at church. Here in Bowling Springs, I attend Broad River Community Church, which has been around for about 9 years. It was a church start several years ago, and I'm glad to be a part of that congregation and the community and discipleship that takes place within that body. Speaking of church, you'll be glad to know that our church men's softball team won the city tournament this year. That was a lot of fun, which sort of segues me into saying that in my spare time, I probably spend too much time in sports-oriented things, whether that's playing still a little bit. But enjoy watching, enjoy baseball, enjoy football, enjoy college basketball, I enjoy fantasy sports. I have a group of students that I routinely try to beat up on. A group of former students who I beat up on in the fantasy world, and so that's a part of what keeps me busy. Having been a Baptist almost all my life, I love to eat. Particularly, you'll be glad to know, I love sweets. Here, if you can see, there it is. There's a little leftover peanut butter cake that I'll be taking care of shortly. I'm sorry that you can't share that with me tonight. Sweets are a major downfall of mine, but we're working on it. But even in seasons like this, hello to the peach. Fresh peaches in this season are amazing. Love those a lot too. In case you were interested, Coke products are another weakness of mine. Coke and Dr. Pepper in particular. You can keep your Pepsi and your Mountain Dews and your Sun Drops and those sorts of things. You can tell that I'm not originally from this area, I guess. This summer, yes, I've enjoyed my Roux Cup a great deal. 25-cent refills. That's been a lot of fun. I do a lot of reading as well. One of the books that I'm reading right now, I don't know if you can see that, and it's called When the Well Runs Dry, A Prayer Beyond the Beginnings. I have been reading about spiritual disciplines and prayer a lot this summer. Have been reading some things by Dietrich Bonhoeffer this summer, as well as a variety of other things. And then lastly, I guess I will introduce you to some of the folks that I live with. By way of picture, this guy you might be able to see a little bit, and maybe you're hearing him bark in the background. He's out on the front porch, driving the neighborhood children crazy. His name is Cooper. He's 4 years old, and he's a lot of fun. And then, if you can see here, these are this top picture is of me and my youngest daughter. This was taken last year on a mission trip that we were on together in Guatemala, and she's almost 17 years old. And then here at the bottom is my older daughter, and that's me in my clean-shaven days. This was celebrating her high school graduation last year. She is a student at Baylor University in Texas, where she's studying biology and hopes to do medical missions at some point in the future. So those are some of the important people in my life. And yes, I do have a life. And maybe this was a little unexpected, showing peanut butter cakes and those sorts of things. But I wanted you to have an opportunity to see me, and to get to know a little bit about who I am and how I tick. I love to have fun. Love humor and subtle humor and sarcasm and some of those sorts of things. Sometimes a little too much. And where we have opportunity together this semester, we will certainly bring some of that into the class. But I'm glad that you're here. One of the things that you will see is a discussion board where I'm going to ask you to tell me some things about yourself, to introduce yourself to the class. I know that some of you have probably been in class together before, but want us to have an opportunity to make sure that we know each other a little bit. And so be on the lookout for that discussion board post in this getting started area, so that you can respond to the prompt and tell us some things about yourself, and post a picture if you so desire, although you may desire your face to remain anonymous, and that's okay too. Anyway, I will see you soon in another video, and I'm looking forward to the class.